going on, guys? My name is Jalil Mitchell. I got top 8 at the Gamer's Choice Switch tournament yesterday in New York City. Was playing Phantom Knights. Had a good time. It was pretty fun. We get to deck profile. Alright, so start off playing 3 Torn Scales. Best card in the deck. 3 Boots. Second best. 2 Cloak. 1 Stained Greaves. 2 Ragged Gloves. 3 Tour Guides.
Okay, so why do you play 3 Boot, but 2 of every? Obviously, you would play 3 Torn Scales, but why would you only play 3 Boot, but 2 of the other Phantom Knight cards?
So if I open Boot and any other Phantom Knight card, it's still a full combo because Boot just special summons stuff out, and I can just go from there.
Okay.
The rest of them, they don't have that same purpose.
Yeah.
As you can see, I play the 1 Stained Greaves for the random extender if I need it, or if I open up Torn Scales with Tour Guide. I just win the duel pretty much. Play the 1 Seer, 1 Grav. I drew Seer maybe, I'd say 6 out of 10 games, and I hated every moment of it.
So is there a card that you're thinking about playing to?
Yes, I want to play Libic, just to get it out of my hand.
We want to play this card right here.
This card right here. This card is probably one of the best cards in the game. The best cards in the deck if I put it in there. Just because it unbricks my hand. So this is a thought.
And that was your only issue when you lost yesterday because through the bricks.
Yeah, it's just bricking. I lost to myself pretty much. Play the 1 Edge of Sabers just in case you draw Red Eyes Fusion or you just want the extra extender. If you open this card with Torn Scales, it's probably the best discard outside of like Cloak or maybe Danger.
I say Phantom Knights is definitely.
Yeah. Play Danger, 2 Dangers, Jackalope and Tsuchinoko. Triple Ash. I had to go combo with this once. It sucks.
Level 3.
Yeah, I had to go combo with it once, and it got me there. So play the 2 Kagemusha Knight, just chain block Tour Guide. That's a good extender too. So it just puts us up on board.
Make some not hand trap Torn Scales too. Yeah. It's just a waste of a hand trap.
Yeah. 2 Gillosaurus. So this card is just a free special summon. They get their monster back, but at the end of the combo, you're gonna get rid of that monster anyway.
With Dragoon anyway.
Yeah.
So do you want to take damage?
Yeah, it's just a free special summon for me. It's horrible going second though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably side that card out.
Yeah, I definitely side it out every time I'm going second. Play 1 Tracker.
So why not 1 Gillosaurus and 2 Tracker for being better going second as well?
Because Tracker is a once per turn, so I can special once per turn that way. Gillosaurus is just at any point. I can just, if I had a handful of Gillosaurus, I can special all the Gillosaurus. Okay. Play 3 Veiler. I want to play Imperm, but Imperm conflicts with another card in the deck, so I'm playing this instead. I still want to play Imperm, but Veiler's been working for me just the same. Okay. 3 Droll.
Why are you maining this card?
So I was planning on playing. I expected to see a lot of Dry Time yesterday, and I ended up not playing any. It came up. Never actually. It never came up. So it was just a dead card. It was a free discard for me. The 2 Bricks.
How many times did you draw 1 of these cards?
I drew 1 of these cards every game. Literally every game.
That's the sacrifice of the Dragoon.
Yeah. Another brick, Red Eyes Fusion. I drew this my last 3 games. I drew this card, and I had no way to put it back, so I activate Red Eyes Fusion. Hope for the best.
If you have combo in hand and Red Eyes Fusion, what do you prefer to do? Activate Red Eyes Fusion and possibly sit behind Fog Blades, or just try to go for combo and have Red Eyes Fusion for next turn?
It depends on how fragile my combo is. So if I just open up, let's say, just open up Tour Guide with no other extenders, I'll just activate Red Eyes Fusion. Okay. And just hope for the best. If I open up Tour Guide and maybe like Kagemusha Knight or just another extender, I'll just go activate Red Eyes. I'll go normal summon Tour Guide and just go from there. 1 Call By, 1 Rhoda, triple Droplet. This card, so I lost majority of my die rolls yesterday. And Droplets was the game winner for every one of those.
You always have it.
Yes. I love this card.
You always have it.
I never cut this card. The one rank up.
So much better with your cards too, because they trigger in the graveyard.
Yeah.
So like it's better in your deck. It's better than Dark Rule.
Yeah. The one rank up. It came up once yesterday. I read through my resources playing against Orcus, and this card just sealed the deal. One Shade Brigade. This is the card that Impermanent conflicts with. If I'm going for game, chances are I'm gonna need this card, so I don't want to have Impermanent in my graveyard. One Wings and triple Fog Blade. This card is the GOAT.
Card's so good. When they stop you, just
I ended up
getting back in the game.
I ended up getting Lancey and Nibiru against Orcus, and I just set Fog Blades and Droplets, so just sassy. Alright, for the extra deck. Playing 2 Break Sword, because this card's a part of the combo.
Okay.
Playing 1 Levier. I want to bump it up to 2. I gotta find space for it.
Why?
Because it recycles for me, so it gets my banner stuff back. So it's just a good utility card. Playing F-Zero and Utopic Dragon. This card actually sealed the game for me too, because guy made BLS. So I just swung into the BLS, took it, and then swung with BLS. And then Utopic Future Dragon. It's just
so good.
This is probably the best card in the extra deck. You
can't get over both.
It wins games for me, honestly. It wins more games for me than Dragoon ever will, honestly. Because this card, because it negates and takes, it removes access to the card that the person tried to activate.
So since it's that much better than Dragoon, have you thought about cutting Dragoon, and which also would mean cutting bricks as well?
It would. The only problem is the deck doesn't have an Omni negate. So not having an Omni negate, let's say I go F-Zero and it's just impermed. Then I just made F-Zero for no reason. I was playing Rebellion and Requiem. So Rebellion came up yesterday while I was playing against I think it was Tri-Brigade. He made access code, but he couldn't game me. So I just took the access code attack and then made another card that I'll show it to you. Exactly. And then Rebellion, I made this against I think I made this against Orcus also, which just negates everything. Rusty, Cherubini, Link Spider, and Amirage went out Brick, which it didn't happen too often. It honestly only happened my last 3 games, and those are the games I lost. So these cards, Evermax. This card is low-key clutch. It came up against tri-brigade and Orcus. So he made what's it called? He made access code. We couldn't get any with it, so I went Rebellion, Evermax, and that was game. So
sound like game to me.
Yeah, IP for the Evermax, Verte, and Dragoon. One card I used to play access code. I don't really miss it much anymore. It's just not needed. I have my kill buttons right here. So
yeah. I've seen other lists that play Zeus. Have you thought about playing Zeus?
No, I keep getting recommended to play Zeus, and I don't like having to wipe my own board. I'd rather keep my resources where they are. So if you can't out my board, then I just
it's like a go second. It's a go second thing. Right?
It's a go second thing, but I have to commit to it. I have to commit a lot of resources to it. So if I get stopped in the middle of my Zeus,
let's say you go almost summon Torn Scale, special boot, going to exceed, swing, down to Zeus the board away, then manage boots, summon Torn Scales, and then go combo after that.
It's a lot of resources I have to waste just to get to
fair.
it.
Yeah, that's fair.
In the side deck, I'm playing Red Reboot. Drew it once, didn't even activate it. Feather Duster, activate this a lot. Cosmic.
Do you value that over Twin Twister?
No, I don't have Twin Twister. So I'd play Twin Twister.
Get that card, man.
Yeah. I'd play Twin Twister over Cosmic any day because I like to discard cards. Sometimes it helps me out. So I'd much rather the Twin Twister. Triple Cycle Reader. Didn't see Dry Child once. So there's that. DD Crow. I'm trying to think if it came up at all. I don't think it did. No, it didn't. It didn't come up at all, honestly. Nib resulted once. I was already ahead in the game. It didn't really matter if I activated it or not. And then Triple Lancia did not resolve it once. So.
Any shout-outs?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to Thad. I was playtesting with him, and it made me realization that I can't out the Link 6 in Adequacies, so it made me play Avermax, which stole a couple games. Give a shout out to Al to help me with the deck profile, help me with the deck and everything. Plus guys, of course. And Peter for selling me back the deck. So, thanks to Peter. All right.